Hello, hello. Um, I'm gonna be quiet for a second, and I want you to tell me if my noise suppression is actually working. Oh, oh, I see what the problem is. It's one of those adaptive noise suppressions that suppressions. Oh yes, suppressions. It's one of those noise suppression uh softwares. Jesus, I can't talk today. It's a piece of software that increases the gain when there's silence to try to pick you up, I guess. AI noise suppression, I doubt it. Um, it looks okay. Yesterday, I was in my chair. Today, I am not in my chair because streaming for 4 hours on that chair, and then foolishly thinking to myself, "Oh, I'll just keep gaming in the same spot on the chair." Um, Wrecked my back a little bit. It's mostly fine, but I switched over to the couch setup. So now I'm on the couch with a dual screen. So I got more space for the tracker, which is good, and I have the stream stretched out between the two screens. And then Zelda is. I wonder if I can take a screenshot of that. What would that come across? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, let me see what this looks like. I might send it. I might just send it to Timmer for appraisal. You will? Yeah, maybe if it's interesting enough. Yeah, that pretty well illustrates what I'm talking about. I can't show this on stream though. Give me a second. Me when T Dog doesn't do the mail minigame. I'm not gonna do the mail minigame. Not ever. It's not checked as a place where checks spawn. I don't have to do any mini games. The mail mini game is not the best part of Wind Waker. What are you talking about? That shit frustrated the hell out of me when I was doing my 100% run. Yes, it is. Okay, look. I'll tell you what. I've seen other people do this. So they have randomizers. I don't know. I shouldn't say anything actually. If I joke about this, people will actually do it. But they set a sub goal. Wait, no, no, you guys can't sub to me. I don't have like a setup for donation, so you can't. But on other streams, randomizer players will be like, yeah, yeah, so we'll meet our sub goal, and then we'll go do like a useless mini game in the game, like roll goal or mail sorting or like bomb chew bowling. Like, yes, we have to get to this. You got to give me this much money, and then I will go waste my time doing inane mini games. All right, this is how I have my shit configured right now. Um, you can see where the screen splits in half and changes to a different resolution. I know, it is fucked, isn't it? So on the second screen, it's just chat and Zelda. But on the left screen, it's just the stream starting soon and the tracker. So it splits the browser down the middle to put things on different screens. No, actually, I don't think so. I guess you forgot. You can send it to me. Watch it real quick. All right. What the fuck am I doing? I'm being very irresponsible in a Safari. Also, am I in a maid outfit? What the hell? Timur, why did you put me in a maid outfit? I would never go spelunking in a hippo. That is how you lose your head really fast. I'm in a biker outfit? Likely story. Likely story. Oh shit, you gave me cool clothing. Alright. Alright, what's one thing I'm forgetting? Oh, right, I actually have to press play on the official GameCube. Okay, folks, let's dive right back into it. Welcome to the stream all. Today we will be, most likely, having fun. Shit. My controller's not connected. That's something I forgot.
This is but one
Didn't even remember that I forgot.
of which the people speak.
Shit. It just turned on my PS4. Hang on.
Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power...
Yeah, I'll just... Because unpairing a controller from the PS4 is fucking annoying. You have to actually go in and do it. Or hit the reset on it.
But one day,
so I'll just use this other PlayStation controller that I have out. What would Miyamoto think of this? I would like to say that he would be cool about it, but he probably wouldn't be. He'd probably be uncool with it. Like, no, this is not what I thought when I was making or directing Wind Waker. Like, dude, this is not a personal affront to your Wind Waker. This is beautiful.
Wielding the blade of evil's bane, it sealed the dark one away and gave the land light.
Connection.
This goose,
successful.
Traveled through time and space,
okay.
Was known as the hero.
Yeah. All right. I send you a better picture of your me. I just looked at that, Timur. You got one detail wrong. I don't have a close shave. I have a bushy, like, biker beard. But that doesn't matter. You got the rest of the details pretty much spot on. Eye roll. Yeah, eye roll. All you want, man. I'll fix it later. I don't know if you can give your me a proper bushy beard. I don't see why not. But I don't know. We wanted to go back to Dragon Roost. Looks like I could make a stop over at Fire Mountain and the ferry. Great Fairy Island. They added a ton of beard options. Like, recently? Are they gonna add content to Tomodachi Life Living the Dream regularly? Something that I've wondered. T-Dog, if you get to 100 subs or more, can you do the mail minigame? Timmer, I didn't mean YouTube subs, I meant like Twitch subs. The equivalent of a Twitch sub would be a YouTube membership to my channel, and I don't do that. Because I already have more than 100 subscribers, and you know that! Twitch sucks, yeah. I know, I don't. That's why I don't stream there. I still think that, actually, I never said this on stream, but I think I could get a little more growth out of my channel if I streamed Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I can't actually get any checks on the island of fire. But there's something on this platform. Oh god. Destroy the cannons platform. It says randomizer seed 1. It does. Oh yes, yes. Because this is the same seed as last time. So it is still randomizer seed number 1. In the description, you can see that it's part 2. Why does the boomerang work on those? The things you only learn in a randomizer. That's funny. It's funny. Hang on. I'm getting some slowdown on my game. I'm getting some skips. That wasn't happening yesterday. Let me free up some computational resources real quick. I don't need Steam to be running. Why is Last FM Scrobbler also running? I don't use Last FM anymore. Steam always acting like a sad puppy when you try to close it. Turbo, okay. Oh, you're gonna do multiple. Yes, I'm gonna do multiple. I don't think a Wind Waker rando could fill the same amount of time as a full Wind Waker playthrough, so I'll do a couple. I was gonna do a more, like, a tightly optimized seed with no platform chests containing checks. The guy who made this mod made a San Andreas CJ mod? Really? That's fun. I would play it if it was GTA San Andreas CJ, not stylized at all. Ported straight to Wind Waker. Yeah, that would be funny. I actually saw there's a Super Mario 64 mod, which is that exact premise. It's just CJ in Super Mario 64. What is Last FM? It's like a music statistic website. You connect it to like your VLC media player or your iTunes or your Windows media player, wherever you play your music. I don't know where people play their music nowadays. But it'll count like how many times you listen to different songs, and you can look at your statistics over time. I just tune into local stations. Yeah, it doesn't work with that. Actually, it's kind of sad. It doesn't, it needs to, like, connect to software in order to count it. Otherwise, you have to manually input every Scrabble. which is what I used to do for some songs that I listen to, and then I just determined that it wasn't worth all the time and effort just to see, you know, why. Just to see how many times I listened to which band. It wasn't worth it. Don't know why that guy's there. Makes no sense. I got the Earth Tingle statue. Alright, man. Got one Tingle statue. T-Dog, it's me from the future. Look out for redheads? Throw it in the ocean. I'm good. I think I'll keep it. It's made of solid gold. I'd be an idiot not to keep it. What was the other check that was here? Chest on top of boulder is what I just got. Secret cave, that's right. It smells like mold. Gold, no gold smells like mold. So it's cheese. I guess. Blue cheese sucks. Only if it's real blue cheese. If it's blue cheese dip, tastes great. Honk. Yet another combat challenge. This one's much easier, if I remember correctly. Turns out it's made of sculpted cheddar with a spray-on acrylic coating. Sounds interesting as like an art project. You have to carve and mold the cheese before it like hardens, and then you spray it with a gold acrylic. Pass it off as a gold statue. Blue cheese is the best part of macaroni. Macaroni and cheese with blue cheese in it? I don't know about that, man. Macaroni and cheese is already, like, stinky enough. It made me gag. Yeah, I bet. What do you mean stinky? It's got cheese in it already. Cheese naturally has a strong smell. Unless you're just talking about Kraft Dinner. Kraft Dinner, it doesn't have, like, good cheese in it. It's just powder. But if you make a homemade mac and cheese, and you use the nice, sharp cheddar, trust me, it'll smell. It'll smell good, but it'll stink. Adding blue cheese to that is just a recipe for disaster. IMO. But who knows? Maybe it tastes amazing. Well, that was nothing. I guess we'll go to the Great Fairy. Sure. She's right here. Only one square away. And then we're going back to Windfall, because there's a pretty dense amount of checks there, too. Oops. Oh, I see it. I see it in the distance. So, how many people in chat have actually played through this game the intended way? I have a history with this game. Growing up, we only had 2 consoles, 3 consoles. Yeah, 3 consoles and a handful of games, and this was one of them. I've seen Cirque play through it 2.5 times. Okay. And Juno's played it through as intended. Great. It's honestly one of the more fun Zelda games to 100% complete. It has an interesting completion. You know, with the Nintendo gallery thing, you have to take a photograph of every enemy. A little bit annoying, but doable. This was the first video game I ever played in my entire life. Wow, really? Talk about an introduction to video games. God damn. I say you're lucky. Timmer, your first game was Mario 64 or Smash 64, one or the other. Definitely my first game was... You can now carry more garbage. Bomb bag, but no bombs. My earliest memory was from both. I think my earliest gaming memory was Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I've said that before. Because for a while, the only thing we had to play games on was an old Windows 95 computer. So I would play Roller Coaster Tycoon and like Arthur's Learning Adventure 3, you know, like random games, and then just peak Roller Coaster Simulator. So there's also a lookout platform on this quadrant. What? Okay, chat. Here's a question. Here's an interesting question for you. If you had a child and they were young, but old enough to show an interest in games, what would your first pick be to show them? And it can't be like edutainment. You have to like think what would foster a love of video games in this child. What would be a really good first impression? I have to think about that one. I don't have an answer ready. However, what got me thinking about it is that I think Wind Waker would be a great choice. Oh, do I have to destroy the cannons? Mario 64 or Galaxy? I don't know about Mario 64. Because they were kind of still figuring out how to make 3D games when that was made. However, kids are quicker at learning new things. I don't know if you've ever seen the kid that played Elden Ring. That was one of his first games. Not too much going on. It's easy to figure out. I think you're right. I think Mario Galaxy or 64. Not games like Sunshine. Probably 3D World. Excuse me? Yeah. Elden Ring. He was playing it like a pro. He was fighting Radahn and winning. Yes, Elden Ring was one of his first games. It was like a 5-year-old boy. And I think the story was his dad was playing Elden Ring, He was like, I want to play, Dad. I want to play. If I was a kid, I would think it's too boring if it's easy to figure out. I I I kind of disagree because I was a kid that struggled a lot with learning how to play video games. I was really bad at it. Nowadays, I can pick up whatever. There's a lot to explore in Mario 64. Yeah, that's another thing. It might be easy, but it's got, like, spectacle and charm that children will 100% respond to. Same with Galaxy. But the planet physics might be a little bit confusing. Because it confused my hands when I played Super Mario Galaxy. Like, oh, which way am I supposed to point the stick now? You mean Dragon Goose Island? I did well enough in Galaxy when I was a kid. You litter bug. I don't give a fuck. Ah, sorry about the slowdown. Jeez. I can now carry more keys. I actually kind of find this music soothing. Okay, that's Choo Choo Island. Wonder if there's a way I could get the stuttering to stop happening. I need to check on my... Okay. It looks like... Bladder size increase. You can now carry more peas. I wonder if there's a... Hang on, I'm gonna pause the emulation real quick. I'm gonna go to configuration and see if I can't get a little bit more recovery, or a little bit more performance out of this. Graphics. Okay, here we go. Stuttering will occur during shader compilation, which was probably what was happening, but GPU demands are low. Let me check my GPU demands now. 22%. I think I can make my GPU work a little harder. Uber shaders will always be used. Provides a near stutter-free experience at the cost of very high GPU performance requirements. Don't use this unless you encountered stuttering with hybrid. Okay, hybrid Uber shaders. Uber shaders will be used to prevent stuttering during shader compilation, but specialized shaders will be used when they will not cause stuttering. In the best case, it eliminates compilation stuttering when having minimal performance impact. Results depends on the video driver. Let's try it. Okay, I hope this doesn't require a restart. But let's see if that increases performance. Woof. Oh god, T-Dog is pausing reality. Run. Woof woof. A woo. A wooga. A woo. A woo. Oh whoa. I was gonna upgrade my PC, and then all this bullshit happened, and now I can't afford to do it. Just keep waiting, Timmer. The price will go back down eventually. You just gotta struggle on with whatever PC you have. Oh, I got stuttering. I still got stuttering. Whatever. I'm not particularly fond of waiting. I know. I know. Nobody likes waiting. What's that saying? Humans spend 1/4 of their life waiting? Yeah, but what counts is what you do during that time. Personally, while I'm waiting, I'm not waiting at all. I'm reading a good book or playing a video game. Hey, it's not time wasted if you enjoyed wasting it. Ah, good to be back. I'm watching one of my favorite streamers play a game about a goose. I'm American, we don't read books. Oh, come on. That's not all Americans. Okay, hang on. I'm still getting a lot of stuttering. It wasn't stuttering yesterday. I guess because I'm using a 2-screen display now. It's somehow making it worse performance-wise. Let me Google some solutions here. My life is full of stuttering. Do you know somebody with a stutter? Alright, I'm looking at some things here. Wow. This guy is complaining on a forum that old games on an emulator don't run as well as Minecraft. Does anyone want to explain to him? Explain to him that software has to do all the work hardware does in these emulators or whatever. I actually don't know. I don't know. But I do know that you can't expect the same performance out of an emulator than you get at a console. I might actually have to restart the emulator for the changes to take effect, so I'm gonna try that. We'll save and quit. Okay, wrote to memory card A. So let me just stop the game. And then we'll go back to the graphics tab. I stutter on opportunities. I never take them and they pass. At least I mastered dry humor. Ah, yes. Dry humor. But listen, Timmer. I know that you don't pass up all the fucking opportunities. You're always at the racetrack. That's opportunity. adapter. Only Shrek knows what the inside of a GameCube looks like. Oh, these games aren't made to be emulated off an emulator. They're made to work with the exact specs in the system and the original hardware has. Something that emulators struggle to do. Exactly. We could ask Shrek. So let me check my GPU usage history again. It didn't really spike, apparently. Let me try. There was another one. They're filtering. Okay, I'm not willing to play around with these options too much. This dolphin, it has a lot of what's the word? Help, like dialogue boxes that come up when you do stuff because it knows that unskilled users are going to be using this. Shrek has a Twitter and it's active. It's unhinged. What do they say? Oh right, I forgot to finish my thought. When you mouse over options, it'll tell you like what not to do, and it's all the things that would give more performance. It's like, maybe don't do this. I sent you a post. Okay, I'll look at it. Oh, okay. But why would Shrek be making out with the mermaid in the first place? I thought they were, madly in love. Well, it hasn't stuttered yet, so maybe it did need to be reset. Can you see the game? Oh my god. You heard that gigantic stutter, right? Hang on, I'm gonna shut the emulator down again. A second, just bear with me here. Just bear with me here. I saw an option that we could probably use. Compile shaders before starting. That should stop the huge slowdown at the beginning. It's detecting the wrong dolphin window. That's the problem. Okay, looks normal now, right? I'm still not sure why it's stuttering today. It didn't stutter at all yesterday. Let's see. Alright, it wasn't as crispy right at the beginning. I can kind of see what's going on, actually. I think what the problem is when I'm focusing my window to somewhere that's not the game, it freaks out a bit. Oh, okay, right. Jesus. What is wrong with this? There's no stream? What? What do you mean? Radio stream? Do you not see the fuck? How did that happen? Whatever. DMs? Yes, Tamara, I have the stream monitored myself. Where's the postman? Thought he was supposed to be in here. Or do I have to... Do I have to actually mail the real letter to... to Mo? Well, let me just try going into the House of Wealth. You have to do the mail minigame to sort the letter so he received it. Sure. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to deal with the stuttering right now. This is Mo. I like you, Maggie, so much that I want to eat you for dinner. Wow, that is, unfortunate. Ah, it's trash. Okay. That was Maggie delivery reward. Stock exotic flower. Is that gonna be like something we want to check? Decorate the town. I'm not doing that. Stock exotic flower. I don't know if that counts. I wish women would eat me for dinner. I'm gonna level with you. The stuttering doesn't bother me. Okay. 4? No, that's not what eat you for dinner means. I mean, in this context, probably more close to what it means, but still. I like when the goose gets something and how his mouth opens. Link does that too. Link is guilty of the same thing. And it's mostly when I move to a new area. It's just that the stuttering is infuriating to me because it just wasn't happening yesterday at all. Let me try one more thing. It said that changing the renderer could work. And I had success with that with DS emulators. So right now we're on Vulkan. Okay. I have to stop the emulation for this. That goose is adorable. I would give that goose a kiss. That goose would eat you for dinner. Like, in the way, in a I'm gonna kill your ass way. I'm salivating at the mouth just thinking about being killed by a goose, says Timmer. I'm going to try Direct 3D 11 as my renderer. You need to understand where I'm coming from. I don't understand where you're coming from. One word, America. Holy shit. It's compiling 2,000 shaders. And it's gonna take, like, 5 minutes. Okay, alright. We're gonna be waiting a little bit for this one. Boot up the orc game. That will definitely slow down the compiling of the shaders. This is just gotta happen, I guess. It's just gotta be that way, I'm afraid. Compiling my 2,000 shaders to this. Hi, Sonia. I'm trying to eliminate a trivial amount of stuttering by like compiling all the shaders ahead of time instead of in real time. I hope you're having a honk day. Honk means good. Honk honk means bad. Operation Raccoon City? Yacht City. I will never go there. Never. Oh, it's speeding up a bit. What's speeding up? Oh, look at it go, chat! Look at it go! Oh my god, it's compiling the shaders so good! Ah! Ah! Look, the compiling of the shaders, ah! It's too much! Yay, Nintendo! Okay. Hopefully this works. I'm doing good. I'm playing Mega Man Legends. Is that what you were referencing in chat earlier? I would use that noise as a Zelda NPC noise for when you talk to them. Well, that's because I was pretty much mimicking the guy from Majora's Mask. No, you were referencing Mega Man Star Force. If you can guess which guy I was mimicking there, I'll give you a gold star. Oh, wait. I actually... We're leaving. That was the only check. I think the flower GIF, the flower stock thing, and the decorate the island, I don't think those are in our logic, so I'm going to pretend that they aren't. Instead, we're gonna go to Star Island, which is right up here. We've already been. Can you make Zubora for us? I don't know if that was the right character. The big giant guy, blacksmith, right? The guy who I was mimicking was... That was Gabora. Ah! That's what he says, right? He says, ah! Ah! The guy I was mimicking was Mikau before he dies, and he's playing his guitar. He goes, ow! Higher and softer. I'm not gonna try. Also goes, ow! It took some work, but I managed to extract my PSV copy of Mega Man Legends. Jesus, really? T-Dog, quit while you're ahead. Will do. That sounds difficult. Also, I didn't know you had a PS Vita. If you ever want to sell it, you know, I'm right here. Actually, I can't afford to buy consoles right now. But I've always wanted a PS Vita. If Zora bathwater was real, I'd put it in an empty bottle and sell it to the curiosity shop. Oh, God. Use the Force, Goose. Turn off your targeting computer. I'll buy it for double what you're paying. Terrorist, stop trying to outbid me. I would live in the curiosity shop. If I lived in Termina, that's my favorite place, and I'd make money. Yeah, because you can just go out and grind, like, catching fairies, bugs. 10 rupees will probably go a long way in Termina. I'll tell you what. I like my PS Vita, but I don't use it enough. Well, good. Don't sell it if you like it. Oh, it has some exposed wires, huh? You know, my original DS doesn't have a battery cover, so I had to tape like a bunch of shit to the back to keep it in place. Man, most nerve-wracking playthrough of Pokemon ever. Whoops. I'm starting to think the stuttering has nothing to do with shader compiling, but whatever. I'll diagnose it better for next stream. Who are you, Annie Austin? I would love to make an Annie Austin style video. Hey Sonia, some fun things you can do with the PS Vita is port games to it. That was one of the favorite things that I did with my jailbreaked PSP. We played Cave Story on it and shit. I think I also got a GBA emulator to work on there. Because the hardware is robust. It'll run, like, GBA games, no problem. So it's a great little portable emulator machine. I remember that. Yeah, you remember. I brought that to school. I played. Yeah. I think I also played Advance War on it, but not at school. Advanced Wars, not Advance War. that's like the shitty version of it. So that's Star Island. I just got a heart piece there, right? I wasn't. Huh? Wait, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice that I just picked up the grappling hook. I didn't notice. Golden Bell. Oh. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. I played the tutorial of Cave Story and stopped there. It's a really interesting narrative experience, actually. Don't underestimate. Anyway, we can do pretty much all of Dragon Roost Cavern now, so I'm heading there. Alright, let's go into a temple for the first time. Trust me, there's an internet browser. I use it liberally for purposes. Timmer, don't you know that us kids who only had consoles growing up and didn't have their own computers, even though I think... Tony, did you have your own computer at that time? Because back then, I was using the Wii internet browser to, like, look up episodes of Pokemon and shit. That's what extremely useful means. What are the implications of Zora eggs being sold for 20 rupees at the Curiosity Shop and milk from the milk bar also costing 20 rupees? The Curiosity Shop guy doesn't know what you're handing him. He thinks you're handing him produce, like eggs to be eaten. He doesn't know that you're literally handing him children. Timmer says, he used it to open up the back door and get files. I don't know what it means to use liberally. I don't know how that works as an adjective. Oh, yeah, it just means a lot. Put T-Dog Stream on the Vita. I don't know. like, at least for the Wii internet service, that shit shut down. That shit shut down. Oh, we can do big octos. Did I randomize big octos? You know, it is stuttering less since I switched the renderer to a different one. And it only stuttered there because I'm opening a different program. Alright. Big octos and gunboats are both randomized. So I will have to check those. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're just playing some Goose Randomizer. PS Vita Internet is a normal browser, so I'm sure I can still use it, but I'm too busy in Mega Man dungeons. Based. I would suggest that 10 rupees is probably enough to cover food for 2 days in Termina, if only getting the cheapest food available. True. Yeah, that's like low income standards of living. You could work a little harder. If you killed the dongos north of Termina, you can get 50 rupees out of each of them. But that requires you to fight literal fire-breathing dinosaurs. Lots of reward. Legends is a lot closer to Zelda game with a third-person shooting. Yeah, it's on the PS1, right? The one with the really interesting graphics. Art style, I mean. Maria Sky, more successes were made in my absence, I see. Yes, I got the bell item. So we're going to the first dungeon. It turns out there was only one check for us to do in Windfall. T-Dog dinosaur impression when? Not happening. It is on the PlayStation. Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I think I'd like Mega Man Legends more than Mega Man. Like, I only ever played Mega Man 2 and like Mega Man X3. And I didn't really vibe with them. I will be honest. I was late because me and my mom had errands to run. There's no being late to this stream. Why is there pepper spraying through the area? That is volcanic ash. Excuse you. Here's my dinosaur impression. Sends an audio file in a YouTube chat. I need to see something. I could see you liking Legends for sure. I will keep an eye out for it, a way to play it. Because I don't like straight up emulating a game I want to play. I'd rather look for some way to play it officially first. Yes, it works! Hooray! Did any of you know about this interaction in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker? It's the only way that you can get a pot like this to have tilt. Very cool. Alright, I need one of those sticks. Honk at it. I think I've seen that before. It's one of the more well-known things you can do in this game. Oops, the wrong way. It's kind of cursed the way he just, like, clenches the stick between his pecs to carry it. This is always the key for this door. It can't not be. Dragon Roost Cavern small key number 1. And if it is the small key, that means that this is barren. Okay. Good. So that is first room check done. And now alcove with water jugs, water jug on upper shelf, boarded up chest. The water jug on second shelf is one of the secret items, and those aren't randomized, so I don't have to worry about that. But what does alcove with water pot mean? He's buff. He's so strong, this Goose. It's strength of character, as well as strength of body. Who needs to do the bombs? Just lift it. Oh, that must be the alcove with water pots. If you have key sanity active, the key probably wouldn't have been in that chest. Yes, I made sure that option was set to no. Oh, great. Just what I needed. That's just what I needed. Oh, please. Link, come on. I mean, Goose. T-Dog, you're a writer. Explain the Goose's character. But they explained it at the beginning of the game. He set out to be a hero, but then he saw, like, all of the Goose hate and decided to embrace it. I wish lava was real. I want to go to Hawaii. Lava, I think lava doesn't look as cool in real life. Just because whenever there's lava, there's also so much smoke and shit coming off it that you can't see anything. Take me with you. You guys are gonna go off to Hawaii without me. Great. Have fun. I mean it. Another key. And that is the boarded up chest. So that unlocks chest above lava pit, rat room, and rat room boarded up chest. I think we'll know rat room when we get there. There's videos of people throwing shit in lava and the thing explodes. Yeah, but it's always that type of lava where there's a thick crust over top of it. Oh, Juno, if you go to Hawaii and start throwing lava pots around, they'll kick you out real fast. Or water pots around, they'll kick you out real fast. This is chest across lava over here, so we'll do this. Come on, something good. Just another key. Oh well. That unlocks more chests. Throwing water pot on lava at 3 AM challenge. They can't kick me out because they're in bed. Hawaii mods asleep. Throw water pots. Oh, here comes another tourist who played The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Come on, man. We see you have that giant water pot with you. You're not fooling anyone. Me entering Hawaii with my suspiciously water pot shaped bag. This is for hydration. Why is this bit so funny? I'm gonna go to Hawaii. I'm gonna find a volcanic geyser or gas vent, and then I'm gonna tilt some pots. I'm gonna tilt pots in Hawaii. Look at that shit. Oh my god, they did like a bottle flip just then. If I freeze it first, they'll never suspect. Yeah, it'll be solid. You guys say hydration is important. I'm gonna bring Mega Man shaped pot and fill it with water. Bottle flip challenge in Wind Waker. It's literally just up to RNG whether or not you'll get the bottle flip challenge in Wind Waker. I'm gonna have a nice shower. Ah, nice little shower. T-Dog, do a flip? Alright, if you say so. Are you impressed? I know a cheeky little way to do this. I'm sure that that's semi-intended, but as a kid, I would like start pulling that shit down and be like, oh, this is hard. You guys ever think of how bad you used to be at video games? And marvel at like how clueless that you used to be? Because I do that all the time. Especially when I replay older games. I never did it like that. Well, you never think to, and you don't need to do it like that. But it's like... Seems to me that's the fastest way to do it. Got more Pringles. Dragon Roost Cavern Big Key. So that was Rat Room Chest. Chest across the lava pit. So there's only one left. Miyamoto would learn perfect English just to cuss you out for fucking up his game. This is a nice detail. Graphics don't need to be any better than this. That's vanilla. It definitely intends to let us get all the way through this dungeon. The logic is falling into place, so there could be a really good item in here. Oh, the dark room. Let me show you something fun that I used to do as a kid. I overlook the flowers on the stairs every time I play. It's a cool detail. It needs to be appreciated. There we go. Campfire. All right, we gotta tell a spooky story around the campfire. It's so blinding. I know. And the heat effects are compounding upon each other. This goose is on drugs. Yeah, look at him. Let me think. Okay, Timber's got a story. I'll let him think, and I'll tell like a short one. Once upon a time, there was a guy in the woods. And he said boo, and it was scary. The end. a Blumhouse production. If I saw this at night, I'd probably go blind. I guess they really didn't expect you to do something like that. Oh, hang on. Timmer has a story. I'll read it. I just need to do this. Go back to my campfire. Okay. Once upon a time, a customer brings me up a cheese pizza. No toppings or anything. Asks me, is this a cheese pizza? I say, yeah, it's on the front of the box. She gets pissy and asks her boyfriend to knock me out. I told her I meant no disrespect by it, and I'm just telling her. Holy shit. That reminds me of a great story from work. I was at the cash register, and it was like a long-ass day, and we were all working really hard. And an old woman comes up to my lane, and she says, where can I find some flowers? You know, a normal question. And my, like, brutally honest-ass brain says, it's over there under the big sign that says flowers. And she didn't seem offended or anything. And she was like, ah, thank you. And then she walked away. But then all of my coworkers turned and looked at me and like, oh, wow. That sounded so rude. and they were being kind of playful. They knew that I didn't mean anything by it. It's the dungeon map. How about a story of my parents finding a snake in my room on Halloween night? Are you sure they didn't plant it for a little Halloween fun? Goddamn. Wait, just in case. I will blow this up. Okay, that didn't work. Or rather, it was a day before Halloween. I mean, the whole month of Halloween, you're in the spirit. You're in the Halloween spirit. At least in my household. No, they didn't plant it. Are you sure? Hang on, I gotta update the tracker. The mini tracker, hasn't bugged out or glitched out yet. Well, that's good. Dark room. Pot on shelf. Don't need that. Pot room chest. Mini boss. Under rope bridge. And then big key chest. That's all the checks. Oh, no. There's a bunch of boss stairs checks. I forgot about that. Cool, cool. Planting a snake seems kind of fucked. It is. I have a story about snakes, but I hesitate to tell it because... No, you know what? The proper authorities were, in the end, contacted. So, one day, me and Woofle heard about this place deep in Newfoundland somewhere, where garter snakes had, what's the word for when a species comes in and has no natural predators? It's like started overtaking the local wildlife. Because garter snakes are not native to Newfoundland. They thrive pretty well. Anyway, we heard about this and we said, why don't we go out Invasive. Yes, yeah, they're invasive. They outperform the local species. Anyway, we went out with the intention of catching a snake. And we brought this little box with us to hold it and everything. Where is this? Right, one of the bokoblins is hiding in a pot. I forgot. So we went out to this place. Deep down a dirt road. And in the middle of nowhere, essentially. We found a big open field and we just wandered around. You know, it was a nice day, so pretty like nice walk. And we don't find a snake. And we're just about ready to leave when I spot sort of a driveway. Not a driveway, more of a patch of really dry earth. Like a large patch next to a forest. And I said, you know what? If I was a snake, that's where I would be basking. And lo and behold, we walk over there, and it is chock full of snakes. These motherfuckers are everywhere. And most of them were, you know, slithering away. But there was one that we managed to corner. And we grabbed it. It was huge. And there's a picture of Woofle holding it like a trophy hunter. Which, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to show on stream. And this thing was so big and so long, it didn't fit in the box we brought to hold the snake. So what we had to do was use the bag of McDonald's to hold the snake in place. Like a paper bag. McDonald's paper bag. T-Dog. McSnake, yeah. Yeah, the McSnake. Fun fact about garter snakes. They don't lay eggs. They actually give live birth. Unlike most species of snake. So anyway, of course, the next day, when we checked on the snake in its little cage, we saw that it had given birth to about 50 tiny little baby snakes. Pretty adequately explained how we were able to catch it in the first place. The thing was so slow and heavy from being pregnant. Cute. It was pretty cute. Those little snakes are pretty fucking cute. I will not lie. However, we had just unknowingly produced out of nowhere a breeding population of garter snakes to a different area in Newfoundland. Very dangerous. If these snakes had gotten out, they would have started their own little pocket of garter snakes in this other part of Newfoundland where I live. So in the end, we were forced to call a wildlife to come and take the snakes away. Oh, I guess you also had to take the snake away out of your room. Anyway, the wildlife people were apparently very, very not happy about that. But we made the right call in calling them, because if those baby snakes had dispersed into the wild, man, it would have been bad. So yeah, that's my snake story. Caught a snake just to have to give it and its children up to the government. Alright, that's no surprise. Compass. And that was mini-boss chest. So, gotta pick that off. Government snakes. I know those government motherfuckers took those snakes home and took them as pets, though. I'm sure that they were euthanized, unfortunately. Though, since they're an invasive species, it's honestly for the best. And I don't say that lightly, or with any joy at snakes being killed. It was probably for the best. The next day, I had to clean up the blood residue left behind. Did you guys have to beat the snake? Jesus! Oh shit, I missed a check. I gotta go back for under rope bridge. The term they use is destroyed. Yeah. I just hope that the little guys didn't suffer. A machete? I missed the machete part. I missed the machete part! Christ alive, that's a little much, don't you think? There's more people in my chat than usual, so things are scrolling pretty fast. YouTube blocked the machete part. Oh shit. It must have. We didn't know if it was poisonous. Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say it was probably a garter snake. They're extremely common all over the world. Or all over North America, sorry, not the world. Oh, I have to actually kill the bokoblins. No, it didn't. I still see the message, Timmer. Damn. Sorry, Timmer. I guess I really did just miss it normally, and you're the one who got the censorship. What's the difference between a torpedo and a missile? A torpedo is designed to fly in water towards its target, while a missile is designed to fly through the air at its target, and it is not to be confused with a rocket, which is unguided. Missiles are guided, either by fly-by-wire or infrared or radio or whatever. So that's the difference between a torpedo, missile, and a rocket. We got coral snakes here, which are very venomous. Yeah, I don't think you should have taken the chance. Definitely not. So, you know, right call. Correct call. Bait bag. That could be something. Yeah, that unlocked a few checks, actually. Bait bag. Oh yes, big key chest also. Need to get that. Why did everybody zero in on Sonia's question about the torpedo? That's funny. I'm doing a boat mission. We have both missiles and torpedoes attacking us. I would be more worried about the torpedoes. Being holed below the waterline is the whole point of a torpedo, and why it's so devastating. You could hit a ship with bomb after bomb after bomb and not hit any critical infrastructure, but one hit with a torpedo can take you down. If you're unlucky, or even normal luck probably wouldn't save you. Sonia's getting attacked by missiles and torpedoes from Snake. Like Solid Snake. I hate boats. There's probably a lot of great reasons why. Is it seasickness? Are you prone to seasickness? You love boats, but I hate ships. Interesting distinction. I would say I like boats better than ships, just because I know how to row a boat, but I don't know how to drive a ship. And I love rowing boats. I think I felt seasick one time, but managed to willingly turn it off. I will never go on a boat or a ship as long as I live. Timmer! Why is that? I can understand not liking, like, the, what am I doing? I'm supposed to use one of these guys. I can see, like, not wanting to get seasick, but ferries are, like, the most luxurious way to travel. I kid you not. What's the difference between a boat and a ship? A ship can fit a boat inside of it. A boat is not big enough to hold a ship inside of it. I didn't just get something important, right? No. But they both go on water. Don't let a sailor hear you say that. It's like saying a bicycle and a 18-wheeler transport truck are the same thing. It's a matter of scale. For most people, the distinction is... it doesn't matter. You can say boat, you can say ship. Most people will understand what you mean. Just don't say it around a sailor. You'll be ripped to shreds. Okay, so what makes a van and a car different? Same thing, size. Only their size is different. Gotcha. Yeah, basically. Oh man, I totally made that. This is glorp shit. I hate this place. Please take me away from here. Van has storage shape. I'm glad that we don't have any real pedants in chat who are like getting mad that you called a boat a ship or a ship a boat. I'm proud of this community. You clearly made that, but the game said otherwise. Ah, Timmer in chat. Immediately taking the opportunity to be one of those pedants. Jokingly, of course. But that's why we like Timmer. That's why we rely on him. the guy who said moments before, I will never go on water in my entire life. Honestly, Timmer, you haven't been on the right boat or the right ship. Because like I said, ferries, you go on an airplane, it's cramped. You travel by car, you know, your legs are gonna fall asleep and you're gonna spend a bunch of gas. But if you travel by ferry, you have this entire, like, complex with restaurants, seating, your own private, like, sleeping room, all to yourself. Like, sure, it's really slow. I get that. But you're like traveling in luxury the whole time. And if you're on a ferry with a top deck, man, there's nothing more beautiful than looking out over the, like, completely solid line of the horizon, just blue all around. Ah. I love traveling by ferry. That is my preferred way to travel. And it's 20 bucks a ticket. Did I mention that? Oh. Random Pringle can. I want to go on one. Yeah, I'm selling it pretty well. Most ferries you'll have a reason to go on are probably really short rides, like across a river or across a channel. But since I live on an island, ferry services go to other provinces in Canada. And it's like a full day ride. But it's awesome. I hated it the day that I rode the ferry and I found that Teen Zone, the arcade on the ship, had been replaced with a staff-only room. I was like, now what am I gonna be doing while I'm here? This is a channel. Not that kind of channel, Timmer. Rip Teen Zone. Yeah, I know, right? I was so sad. So both of those chests were nothing. I don't mind shallow water, but I can't do deep since I can't swim. Yeah, that's always a danger. For people who can swim, the decision to go on a boat is easy. But for people who can't, you do have to weigh the risks. If you don't know how to swim, don't get on a canoe or something like that. But ferries should be pretty safe. Oh, sorry, Valoo. I want to learn, but I don't have the patience. It's one of those things that's really easy if you're a kid, but much more difficult when you're an adult. Honestly, before you learn to properly swim, just learn to float. That'll save your life if you ever get into a bad situation. It just involves keeping your lungs, you know, full of more air than you normally would, so you're nice and buoyant. At least that's how I do it. And, you know, just kick your feet a little bit. Tread water, as they say. I always liked the design of this guy. Lava bug, huh? I couldn't have come up with that. Right behind you. Ha! Nice. Jeez, Timmer, really? I sailed a boat once and it went like 90-degree angle without capsizing somehow. It's all in the design. There are boats that can do 360s. 360s. Coast Guard vessels need that specification because they're out in rough waters all the time. In elementary, we got taken to a pool after school, but I still never learned how to swim. I'm guessing it's because they asked everyone, all right, who wants to go in the deep end? Who wants to go in the shallow end? I always chose to go in the deep end. Juno is convincing me further to stay off water. But Timur, the engineering! It's fascinating! Okay, was there literally anything worthwhile in this dungeon? What did we pick up? The bait bag? We got the bait bag in this dungeon. That's what we got. I haven't even used iron boots to get a check yet. Maybe I should try. We're free to do whatever we wanted. Well, therein lies the issue. There was nobody barking at you to learn to swim. I remember something weird about swim class, where they said next time, come to school with like a big coat, and then we'll learn how to swim in clothing. That didn't sound very safe, but I did it anyway. Well, you might not have learned how to swim, but at least you didn't have bad memories of being barked at by some swim instructor. So Dragon Roost is now done. Except for the 2 Tingle chests, which are not randomized. Let me see. Big Octos? We could knock down some big Octos. Another check in the choo-choo place. Yeah, there's 2 big Octos really close by. What? Says Timur? You're gonna have to be more specific. You know my memory is not that great. What? What? I'm sorry, okay? I must have forgotten what I was saying or something. No, but I do have bad memories of my annoying math teacher disciplining me. What is it with math teachers? Why do they have to be the most unhinged individuals? I never understood that. I had a math teacher that was just a straight up bully. Learning to swim with clothes on. Yes. Because it's apparently a survival skill. I mean, it is. It's useful to know how to do that. But even with supervision, throwing kids into the pool wearing full clothes. What were they thinking? I did very well. I'll tell you that. I was very good at swimming with clothing on. Let me guess, you were sketching in the margins of your notebook or something innocent like that. My math teacher was great. He said he'd play us guitar every Friday and buy us all pizza if we behaved. And we never once had the pizza. Oh no, that's tragic! Nope. Holding doors open for people. So being a decent fucking human being, he disciplined you for. Sounds like my math teacher who was a bully. Who would pick out the most mentally ill kid in class and make it his mission to drive them crazy. And it was always the kid with autism, you know? I do like teachers, Timur, that give you a chance. Someone always fucks it up every day. There's always 20 kids and everyone's restless. Ah, well. I think it's safe to say we're all done with that bullshit. That's why I hated him. It's not a crime to be a freaking nice person. I know. It's so sad. Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh well. More Pringles. Okay. That was Fire Mountain Big Octo. Let's try the 7-Star Island Big Octo. I graduated with honors in a world that requires you to go to college, and all my friends who went to college can't find jobs because they expect master's degrees. And the ones with masters can't find work because they expect 10 years of work. Yeah, that's why my aspirations in life are to become a landlord. How else are you gonna make money? Oh my god, no, you got the Black Present. It's gonna release that fucking guy that kills your webkins. Is that a creepypasta? I think I have a vague memory of that. As long as I wasn't open a door near his classroom, I was free to do it whenever I wanted. Because most teachers know that that is behavior of a well-adjusted young person. Like, you should get praise for holding open doors for people. That's a no-brainer teaching moment. No pets allowed, your rent is due $200. Actually, I wouldn't say no pets allowed. I would say pets allowed, man. Just don't let them out. Just don't be the awful landlord, okay? No, of course not! Of course not. You see, I've spent a lot of time consuming bad landlord content. I know how to be a better landlord than, like, some asshole who's like, fix your own problem. Don't paint over literally anything. Literally everything. I know. The landlord special. That's what they call it, right? I hold the door open for another tenant, and I turn my head and T-Dog is screaming and charging at me with a metal shovel. Shit. I'm glad that everyone's first reaction to me saying that was, don't be a shitty landlord. Oh my god, this one has a lot of eyes. Are we gonna be able to do this? Oh, I got a bunch of extra hits in. That's awesome. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah, it really doesn't like these big octo fights. I did have a nice guidance counselor. The guidance counselor were always pretty nice. The problem was, no one would listen to and follow the advice of the guidance counselor. And I don't mean the students, I mean the fucking teachers. Guidance counselor tells you this person needs this provision to complete their work, and they'll just ignore them. Ah. Let's stop talking about school. It's getting me riled up a bit. Pro tip for Mega Man Legends: check every hole. Check every trash bin. Okay. Bribe me with cookies to get good grades. It's only a bribe if it happens before the good grades. If it's a reward, then that's conditioning you to get good grades. Ah, upgraded coin. Letter advertising Rock Spire Shopship is now available. As well as Beatles Special Shop items, which I don't think are randomized. I guess we'll go back to paw print one last time. Oh, what? Oh my god, no, you're opening another one? What? What did you post? Oh no, I killed another webkin? So it was like a rumor? That does sound like some shit that you'd start on the school yard. Somebody probably had like a graphical glitch with a black present or something, and then they were like, "Oh no! The webkin killer doctor is gonna come and kill your webkin." This is almost as bad as the time T-Dog got close to the mic and talked about Dan Green. I still have webkins, you know. That is exactly what it was. No way! It's always some dumb shit like that. Like some kid gets a glitch, and they're like, oh god, he is coming. He is coming to kill my webkins. Back when I played webkins, says Nia, I was too young to be around any social spaces where I would see those rumors. I guess me too. I used to just play the mini games. I used to play the air hockey a lot. So I was like, oh, it's just another Flash game. Why do I have to have a stuffed animal? I wasn't the one who was into collecting those. Hey, I think this non-Vulkan renderer is causing a little bit of a texture glitch. Look at this rock. This is definitely a texture glitch. That's an emulation error for sure. Moshi Monsters is coming back as a mobile game in 2027. Oh, it shut down because of Flash Player dying. Oh no. I don't remember Moshi Monsters. Oh, it shut down before because of the Flash Player thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Moshi Monsters will return, so they must be using Ruffle or something. I'm glad that Flash Player dying didn't actually kill Flash. We just had to rely on a third-party Flash driver or whatever. Great! That's nothing. Choo-Choo Cave, scale the wall. Can I get it to... Oh... 50-50 chance that Bo is in Forest Haven? Well, 100% chance, but 50-50 chance I can get it. There's one check in Forest Haven that I can get, and I know the Bo is there because of a hint. Should I go there and check that chest? Did you do the grotto at Dragon Roost? Yeah, I did. Well, you were gone. Yes. Alright, let's go to Forest Haven. I like the Forest Haven music. It is good. It is very good. Oh, there's that letter check. Might be a heart piece or something. I know it's not randomized, but I might as well get it in case it's like a heart container. Wait, what did that say? If you have need of a progressive bomb bag, progressive bow, or hook shot? Wait, isn't that required? What set Forest Haven again? There was a hint that the progressive bow was there. And now I know that the other progressive bow is in Beetle's shop ship. The special shop ship that needs literally like 2,000 rupees to buy all the items. And 2 of them are required. Did I actually click randomize Beetle shop for this seed? Am I an idiot? Hookshot would be very useful. It's also required to beat the game. You need to climb Ganon's tower with it. Expensive purchases is checked. Auctions? Oh no. Trading quest. Oh no. Chat, we need money. We need a lot of money. Oh god. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. So we need to go do the Windfall auction? We need to go do... Alright, we need to get rupees. How do you get rupees fast in this game? Did you hear that? T-Dog's soul left his body. Accurate, real, and true. Where did I leave the damn lily pad? Well, I don't have enough rupees to do, like, a bunch of stuff. The one hookshot target just before you fight Ganondorf. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I said it's required to beat the game. Aren't there rupees spawning randomly on the island with the kids? Yes. We could farm rupees there. Earning rupees from mail minigame. You gotta pay to do that. And if you fuck up, don't you lose money? You have to do well to turn a profit. I can farm rupees on Windfall. But I am going to check the Forest Haven chest to see if I can get bow number 1 there. But we do have to, like, check the auction. Because the auction has, like, 8 checks. It's ridiculous. You got the treasure charts to help you. True! Treasure charts are randomized, but most of them have rupees in them. Well, let me open the treasure charts then. Because once they're open, it'll show up as a beam of light on the overworld. There we go. Or you could get rupees from random rings. That's true. However, it's kind of annoying. just a little bit annoying. Yeah, I know. I'm skipping the random ring. I'm skipping the rings. Right now. I'm making a beeline for that Forest Haven check. Ah, see? That is one that's worth grabbing. Nailed it. First try. That was good advice. That was good. That was good advice. It's only 20 rupees at a time if you get the random rings, Timmer. Convert US dollars to rupee. That'll make some money. Oh yeah, another webkin just got killed. What the hell is that? Why is there a platform over there? What? Wait, but I already have magic armor. I don't understand. This must have been like a quality of life addition that the mod made. Doesn't affect the randomizer, but that's fine. Who built their Minecraft base here? I'm so hungry. I could eat an Octorok. OMG, this is just like when Ivor built the giant skull base with lava pouring everywhere. Cause all you guys came to that Minecraft story mode stream, right? You guys were all waiting with bated breath for every episode of Minecraft story mode. I know Timmer was. Ivor? What are these webkins? You mean in general, or why are we talking about webkins all of a sudden? Because apparently there was a rumor that if you opened a black present in webkins, a guy would come and kill your webkins. It's bottle. And webkins are a little stuffed animal that you would buy, and then you would get a code, and you'd put that code into a website, and your webkin that you bought in real life would be added to your little social group of webkins. And you can play mini games with them. So that was bottle. Which means bow needs leaf. Or at least one progressive bow. I could buy a progressive bow from Beetle. I bet the Nintendo gallery is something different, but I'm not going to check that out. I'm going to go to Windfall, and we're going to do the auction for a bit. I really didn't want... I didn't pay attention to the settings that I had this seat on, and I really am regretting it. This might have to be a 3-streamer. Is there anything in the Makar chamber? Nah. The game is in a post-Makar and medley state. But things like the Tower of the Gods is not unlocked yet because it needs pearls. I guess the designers of the randomizers decided that that was the best state for the game to be in. Sort of a everything's already open for you state. Unless you don't have the item, that is. Oh, speaking of which, the Tower of the Gods should be right here. I would kick myself if I passed by this reef and didn't kill the Octo that was here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, like, you already got Makar and you already got Medley. I think that's the state that it's in. So basically, almost post-game. Whoa. Not looking for a small Octo, fellas. Looking for big Octo. Wait, is that what I'm looking for? Oh, shit. Nah, it's a submarine. That's what it was showing. Can you get Tower of the Gods map from a fish before it spawns? I don't think so. I didn't see a fish. Unless, did you see a fish while we were there? Oops. I just realized, why aren't the elemental arrows on the tracker? Because the elemental arrows are not treated as a separate item. It's a progressive bow. So when you find a bow anywhere, for the first time, you get the bow. If you find a bow the second time, you get fire and ice arrows. If you find the third bow, you get light arrows. So I need to find all the bows to win the seed, because we need light arrows. Ooh, Din's Pearl! That means Tower of the Gods is now, doable. Oh, okay, actually, not doable. Not yet. I'll demonstrate. You look at the tracker. If I click this once, bow. If I click it twice, fire arrow. And if I click it 3 times, yeah. Din's Pearl. That's very useful for later, probably. Pikmin ball. You need bombs for Tower of the Gods. Yeah. I have bomb bag. I just don't have bombs. And the tower just pops into existence. Yeah, it's over there. It's there now. No fanfare. Pikmin stew sounds disgusting. Besides, those little guys are too cute. Don't look at me like that! They looked at me like I was the last Pokemon cards in the store, and they were all scalpers. That's what they looked at me like. More scalpers! I can't believe you missed. Me too, Tamer, me too. They probably taste like carrot or beetroot. I always thought that all the different Pikmins... They... Okay, I didn't always think this. I just thought this just now. Each Pikmin color tastes like a different root vegetable. Like, the red ones is like a radish. And the blue ones are like, I don't know... beets, I guess? Rock Pikmin are definitely like a potato type. I have no evidence to back this up. Okay, money. I do need money. Let me update the tracker. Lookout platform and submarine. Complete. I love Pikmin. They're like kids. It's too bad that every Pikmin game has you throwing them into their demise with no chance of survival. I wish there were documentaries about them. You know what? That is an amazing idea for a Pikmin movie. Like a little mockumentary about Pikmin. Man, I would watch the shit out of that in a heartbeat. White Pikmin would be like a Szechuan pepper. I'm really racking my brains for a good, like, looks like Ghost Pepper Pikmin, but I'm just not making it connect. The brain cells refuse to come together. Oh, there's a triangle island. Never have any cause to go to those in a randomizer. Purple Pikmin would be ube. That weird purple vegetable from not here. I don't know where it's from. There was a Pokemon documentary and Nintendo took it down. Oh, man. Of course they're pulling shit like that. Plum? I guess. That works too. Oh, I've seen those animations. Sounds Asian with a name like that. Possibly. The stuttering is getting worse. You know, I'm starting to think it might be the 2-screen display. Because it's really chugging. I'm thinking maybe if I switch to like a duplicate display instead of a extend display, it might fix it. But I don't know. Oh well. I gotta make it nighttime. Only in Windfall the stutter is bad. Must be all the NPCs. Next stream, I'm not doing it with a dual screen display. I'm gonna figure out this issue for next stream. But for now, we're just gonna deal with it. Let's join. I really hope that I can honk in the auction. I can honk in the auction. A silver rupee. Chat, we can make a profit here. Oh, dude. Dude. Nighttime Windfall, no stutter, would confirm it as NPC. Alright, I'll have a look around. Just letting it play out a little bit here. I gotta wait until there's about 15 seconds left of the auction. And then make a huge bid. That's how you win, I think. I'm waiting for him to announce the time. Because he will announce at certain intervals how much time's left in the auction. Timer's running out. I remember playing this game so early in my life that I couldn't read. And I was super confused as to what exactly was going on in this scene. Super confused. Let's make a bid. With 10 seconds remaining, as long as I bid like 140, they will be startled. And that should do it for the next 10 seconds. They should be out of action. Yay, we turned a profit. I purchased 200 rupees for 140 rupees. Oops! I really smacked that, huh? Oh, it is still stuttering pretty bad. Oh well, we're not doing too much motion right now, so it's not bothering me. Now if I ever play Wind Waker again, I know what to do. Yeah, just wait for that 10-second mark, the second time he warns you, and then make your bid, make it large. It's red rupee. And he's selling it for 60? Nah, man. I'm out of here. The question is it a random item? Or is it a progression? Will it be a red rupee again? First of all, I gotta mark off the 5 rupee option. There we go. I like how the mod creator put absolutely no restriction on honking. Uh-oh. Oh no, I have to I have to win! I have to win! Shit! Yeah, it is annoying. Cause you can really lose at the last second in this minigame. If you aren't precise. What were you saying about making a profit? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be losing all that $60 that I just earned. You lost all the profit from the silver rupee by doing this. I have to check every auction item, and there's like 8 of them. I wouldn't be doing this if I hadn't picked up the big wallet. Yeah, I'll get 20 rupees taken off the price. Of nothing. Of receiving nothing. They're all so dumb. Bidding on a red rupee. Yeah, I have to bid at the last second. That's how you win. You wait for him to say that. Right? Yeah, you wait for him to say that, and then you bid a lot more than what they bid. 190 should do it. There's no Goose-specific dialogue here, unfortunately. Man. 191 rupees? Look at the Goose jumping around. Yeah, he's so cute. And they all look at me. Yeah, you just didn't see the time limit because I didn't bid until the very end. I have a feeling this is going to be a cursed seed. Quiver? Alright, I have to pick it up. Oh god, it starts at 80. I might not even be able to afford this. They can go pretty high. This is the 80. Oh, no, there's only 4 auctions. Only 4. Okay. Be a big shot. It would be convenient, but it wouldn't be challenging. This is a flawed minigame, inherently. Be a big shot. Nia, where are you? Timur calling for the only person who will appreciate that. You could stun them twice. I was thinking of doing that, actually. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if I can stun them twice. And maybe this way they won't make it bid so much. Let me stun them. Let's see if I can stun them with 20 rupee increase. Yes, I can. I'm just gonna put it right back up here and wait for the next 45 seconds. This isn't meant to be challenging, but I shouldn't be talking because I never won. I agree. It really shouldn't be challenging. Really? You're fighting an ass boss? I hate it when an ass boss is ass. What kind of ass is he protecting? Oh shit, I'm gonna auto bid. Oh, here we go. Alright, Progressive Quiver, number 2. And that's the 80 rupee auction. So the next one is the 40 rupee auction. Which is great, because I should be able to afford that one. Just barely. Actually, looking at my finances, maybe not. Let me get that 50 rupees again. I did notice that, Maria. I guess they made sure just to make it a unique sound for everyone. Okay, that should be enough for a 40 rupee auction, hopefully. What is that? The Goose mod adds these modded nuts into the game that looks like soccer balls, and they have 50 rupees in them. I guess it was a way to give people more money for the Triforce quest. Alright, we don't need to buy it. Chat. Bidding is nothing. Modding my nut into the game. A ball in a Zelda game made of wood. And I have to grind on this ball so that I can get the money. The 500 rupees to go buy an item from Beetle. Dull for everyone else, more upbeat for you? Yeah, hindsight 2020 and all that. This is gonna take forever. I'm just gonna keep doing checks. And if we run up against a wall where I say to you guys, we need the bow, then we gotta grind some rupees and buy it from Beetle. What can I do now? Right, we can use the bait bag to get some things. There's also more big octos. Alright, let's go to Tingle Island and kill a big octo. Jeez, Chad, is it already 3? Man, whenever I play a randomizer, time just goes out the window. If I remember correctly, it's like over this way. Seriously? Thanks for the pro tip. So if you collect the loot, it's like a mini boss or something you gotta fight first, and it doesn't let you save. I actually didn't see that mod. No. That sounds interesting, though. Oh god, how many eyes does this one have? Oh, still in development? Well, just have to wait then. I, for one, wouldn't mind doing a randomizer with adult Link in this game. Could be fun. My life is in development hell. All Gen Zs right now. I'm reducing the big octo population below the point at which it would be feasible to repopulate the species. I am a menace. I didn't know that about the game. That's really cool. Link getting older as you play. I would have loved to see that. Kinda doesn't fit in with the rest of the Zelda games where, you know, you're just a kid. But still, that would be a cool departure. Oh well. Tingle statue. That is Tingle's Octo. I'm gonna go back to Outset Island. Sucks Nintendo didn't add it. I kind of want to see them do it with a different property. Oh, does it now? That's weird. They should make Wind Waker 4. What about Wind Waker 2 and 3? Where are those gonna come from? I read a Nintendo magazine article where they wanted to make a Zelda game with an old man Link who lives in the future, has a lightsaber, hoverboard, iPod, in Cyberpunk Hyrule. I don't know how well that would work, but it would be awesome, that's for sure. You don't have to have, like a monsters and magic setting for a Zelda game. You could do Cyberpunk, you could do modern day Link with a gun. Why not? The item you get in the dungeon is like a wrench. You should check it out. What BSZ I got finished so far. It looks great. How far am I away? I'll have a look. He's on Game Banana, right? Not gonna catch me lacking. He has a YouTube channel. Well, oh yeah, that's where I found the Goose Waker download link. But I just want to look at the mod. What's this? He made a mod for Wind Waker that is a Pokemon XD Wind Waker mashup with Lugia as the big bird dude. This one's done. That looks really funny. 2025, this one was released. Oh right, it wouldn't even be on Game Banana yet. You're right. Well, I'll check it out after the stream. Spent enough time in the stream not playing the game. Pokemon one looks cool, but I don't think it has a randomizer attached to it. Where's Beetle? I need to buy the pears and the bait. God, I hate it when you're trying to give someone money and they're not available. I guess we'll see what the future brings. I've seen that Pokemon one used in a rando. Really? Beetle, no! Don't go in there, Beetle! No! Beetle! Thank God! You almost got, like, swallowed up by a vortex, my guy!
Bye.
What does this do, Beetle?
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Thanks, Beetle. I really needed those positive affirmations today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Happy Goose. Oh, I know Linkus. I watched some of his things. Maybe I'll go check that out after the stream. What Beetle did actually healed you. It did. That's true. Very complimentary. Alright, man. You're coming with me. I never got that coupon, so I never knew what it did. Well, it's certainly not required for something like a rando. So, what's going on with you guys? I'm carrying a pig on my back. Nothing much. Lots of coughing. But at least I'm not sick. As sick as I was Friday or Saturday. Is today not Saturday? Okay, whatever. That's a big boy. It sure is. Thursday or Friday. Okay. Hey, dude. There we go. Hey, it's money. Okay, I can check that off the list. Dig up black soil is complete. So now we go to Headstone Island. That's another bait bag check. My days are split in two. I work or I don't. Ah, yes. Yeah, I usually also lose track of the days when I'm working. Today was Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday, and I will be streaming again tomorrow. I might try and do Splinter Cell tomorrow. Uh, let Dragon Cake know. Because if Dragon Cake can't make it, there's no point. That was their request, so yeah. Sandwich! Sandwich! Ooh, money. That's not money. Hey man, unemployed people can also really get the days mixed up. Depends on if your work or unemployment requires you to know the days. Magic power has been increased. That's useful. That is progressive magic meter. Okay. Last bait bag check is Bird Peak Rock. And there's a big octo at the private oasis we can visit on the way. Cool. I work multiple days in a row, then I have multiple days off in a row. That's honestly the best. I really don't like a Swiss cheese week where it's like work, don't, work, don't, work, don't. Did you get Star Island done? My tracker says yes. Honk, honk, honk. Honk, honk, honk. Honk, 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 honk. Honk. Honk, 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 honk. Sounds like I'm saying a different word. Treasure chest on Hawaii Island? Oh yes, we forgot to check Hawaii Island. Just don't throw any water pots in the water. Where is that dang octo? Goron Stew review? Which game had a Goron stew in it, or did you just make that up for fun? Or is that a stew made of Gorons? Oh. We can throw Mega Man-shaped jugs of water in the lava. Rock sirloin review. Broke my teeth. Would not recommend to Hylians. Goron stew with a side of Deku salad and some Zora water to wash it down. It's awful. You should not drink that stuff. Ow, 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 ow. 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 Kind of feel sorry for these guys. Cut these things up and make calamari. Why? They're evil. Because they don't really put up much of a resistance. That's why. I mean, they suck you in, they shoot you across the map. But they don't hurt you. You say rock sirloin isn't recommended to Hylians, and yet Link ate it like a Chad. In what game? Because it's a different Goron that eats it in Majora's Mask. You should feel bad for octopuses being cooked alive. Octopuses are apparently really intelligent. It was Age of Calamity. Yeah, that checks. Why don't these ones go blow and then shrivel up into the air? Oh, like the normal ones. Too heavy, I guess. Not buoyant enough. Hey! Cabana Deed. Okay. Now all we need is hammer, and we can get some checks in the cabana. Cool. I wish more edible rocks existed. I want to eat gems. There's only like 2 kinds of edible rock nowadays. And you're right. There's only representation of edible rocks in the sweet category. You can get rock candy. Yeah, rock candy. There's also those chocolates that are shaped like rocks. And ring pops. But that's it. Where's the meat that looks like a rock? Where's the vegetable that looks like a rock? That couldn't have been more perfectly timed. You mean me getting the cabana deed there, or what? T-Dog meat video. It's not happening, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's the whoever... Right, it's the teacher from Windfall. Dropped their deed in the ocean. Outside their cabin. Their cabana. It was eaten by a big octo. And so she was forced to go move to Windfall Island. Salt is an edible rock. Yeah, but that's not really in the spirit of rock-shaped foods, because it's usually an additive. You're never eating salt straight up for the salt. And it's best when it dissolves into shit. I do. I take chunks of salt and eat it, says Timmer. I used to do that when I was 7. It's good to lick it for minerals. True. Oh, come on. Let me hit them with that. Whatever. Well, we have plenty of tries. I know this can be done without having to use bow and arrow. Poor seagull, man. Oh, stop complaining. Oh, come on. Okay, hit the switch, though. They should have replaced the seagulls with geese. That would have been something, alright. Oh, come on. You didn't even sack me. It's one more, I think. Nintendo really wanted to make controlling seagulls both unique and a pain. I think they did a good enough job. I think the intended way to do this is with the bow and arrow. And not hitting the switches, because you can't. Just killing the birds before trying to hit the switches. Honk. Hey, we can get some money here. Not much, apparently. Honk. 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 I do remember doing this part in the game, the actual game, and I got so frustrated because I ran out of pears at the last second, right here. So annoying. Treasure chart. Okay, there's Diamond Step, destroy the cannon's Thorn Fairy Island. I guess I'll go do that. And then we'll go to Diamond Step Island, I guess. Yeah, it's not intended to do it with your bow. But you can kill some of the birds to make it easier for yourself. It's such a weird mechanic. It feels a little out of place. It's surreal. It's like magic. You're doing straight up sorcery. Mind control. That could be. That could be. The fairy thing. That could be. Yeah, that's what I did. I'd lure the birds to me and try to kill them with the arrows before they flew back to their nest. I saw the opportunity to do that. I have the boomerang. That could kill them. But I know I can do it without having to kill any of the birds. Any decent money up here, maybe? Nope. More treasure charts. More Pringles. Dude is swimming in salt and vinegar flavored Pringles. Alright, another period of waiting to travel from one part of the map to another. I'm looking at the tracker. I'm looking at what items are missing and which ones we have. It's like all the shit I don't need is checked off. I need to double check if minigames. Okay, definitely no minigames. Okay. For the Wind Waker Pokemon mod, the Helmrock King is Shadow Lugia. Yeah. I couldn't place the name Helmrock. Wow, I just got a message from Woofle. She passed her psychology course. Everybody in chat say, congratulations, Woofle. Oh, Timber wants to know my favorite Pokemon? I really like Ampharos. I think he's cute. And also, he's a beast in battle. I also really like Scolipede and fuck, what's his name? Garchomp. Yeah. Hooray, congrats, Woofle, yes. She was studying for that shit so hard. Garchomp mentioned? You like Garchomp too? That's great. I gotta take a screenshot of what you guys are saying and send it back to her. Oh, I think I'm here. No, not quite yet. What are we doing on Diamond Step exactly? Big Octo on Diamond Step? Okay. Garchomp is my boy. Let me show you what I have. Oh, do you have a Garchomp plushie or something? Oh, it's right there. I would live on Diamond Step Island, says Juno. I would live on the private oasis. I would live on I would live on Dragon Roost. I would live on a lot of these places. Windfall seems like one of those places where you can't avoid all the people you hate. I would not live there. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, Windfall sucks. I wouldn't say it sucks. It's got a nice cafe. But it's just like one of those communities you don't want to live in. You can see the boomerang. Oh yes, Timur has a battle-ready action figure for Garchomp. I like Dragonite. The simple design caught my interest. Plus, he's also a beast in battle. Great. No, Nia's Webkins. No. The fucked up, hyper-realistic Webkins killer. Okay, we're going to Needle Rock now. Timur, slow down. For some reason, I have the urge to save the game. Why do they even get mail here? No one lives here. Isn't there an exploit you can do with the ice? Oh yeah, using a spin attack actually melts the ice. This is out of logic. This is not in logic. But you can melt ice by doing spin attacks. Hey, I would live there. It's got a horrible bird infestation. Wow, I never knew that. This is actually something I learned between now and the last time I played this game. I was watching a randomizer, in fact. And someone was like, hey, we can get in here. All you need to do is do a bunch of spin attacks. So, yeah, this is completely out of logic. As you can see, we need the fire arrows to even get the check in here. So I'm gonna leave. I had a feeling that would be the case. Where the hell is this? Purgatory? It's the ghost ship map. It's reused like 3 times in this game. Excuse me, fine fellows. My house. It's a dead ship, so it's fine. Yeah! Alright! The first real progression item in a while! Master Honk. The legendary Honk with the power to repel evil. My honks are now more powerful. At least with Needle Rock, it's way easier to defeat the bad birds, and it's only one. Only one. What am I trying to say? Oh, only one switch. Yeah, only one switch you gotta hit. Oh dear, chat. Oh dear. There's only, let me count them. 1, 2 potential checks that I can do. And if the thing that if a progression item isn't there, I have to grind 900 rupees and buy the bow from Beetle. I'm gonna do 2 checks. I'm gonna do those 2 checks. And then I'm gonna end the stream. And we'll pick up whatever our fate may be, we'll pick up next time. Oh, wait a minute, wait. I also had gunboats put down as checks. But they don't show up. They're not on they're not on the tracker. Salvage page doesn't have them. Sunken treasure, sunken treasure. Golden gunboat. No, it's there. Oh, and I don't have bombs. That's why it's not showing up. I don't have bombs. I can't kill gunboats. The Korok in front of you has me thinking. Hopefully that's not part of the rando. Let me check. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that is long side quests. Long side quests is not ticked. Withered trees counts as a long side quest. Okay. Miscellaneous. Outdoor chests, wind shrine, cyclos. Okay. Expensive purchases. Free gifts. Big octos and gunboats. Lookout platforms and rafts. Island puzzles, submarines, great ferries, combat secret caves, puzzle secret caves, and dungeons are all checked. So we're going to the Tower of the Gods. Unfortunately, that's where we're headed. To the Tower of the Gods to do the only check. So you don't have to do the Koroks. That is correct. Withered trees is not required. Thank God. Minigames is also not required. Thankfully. Yeah, that watering the trees quest, crazy annoying. I'm stubborn. I refuse to check the map. You can. I didn't know that. Uh-oh. That sounds annoying and tricky to pull off, though. Oops. Whatever. Oh, you mean with the door from... Yeah, I could. I don't... I don't think it's worth a try though. Because I don't know the techniques to get them to shoot the door. I feel like I'd be floundering around trying to figure it out for a while. Let's just check this one thing in the Tower of the Gods, and then we'll do the pirate ship. And if neither of those are progression items, we gotta grind. If we don't find anything. If you're close enough, they'll end up hitting the boat, blocking the way instead of you. If I get truly desperate, I still have faith that the seed is not that rotten where it's not even doable. There's also an the tracker has a yellow icon sometimes. It puts that on some checks that have like a sort of workaround that you can use to get there. It's technically out of logic. Like if you have the leaf, you can skip a big portion of Dragon Roost Cavern. So if you have the leaf, but no other way to get through the cavern, it'll show a yellow icon there for like sequence breaking. And it's showing a yellow icon for Forsaken Fortress because I have the Master Sword. If I go to Ganon's Tower, I can take the shortcut back to the Forsaken Fortress and do the Forsaken Fortress. Pretty sure that's out of logic too, but that's another option. Unless it means for me to do barrier skip. Oh, wait a minute. I can't even get into the Hyrule. So what's the point? Ah, never mind. Nope, not this one. Shh. Oh my god. I've never had that happen before. T-Dog. Yeah, I know. I glitched the game. Sue me, Nintendo. What if they actually sued me for doing glitches? I'd be very angry. I don't think this is it. No, it is it. Oh, he doesn't open his mouth when he's in swimming mode. Oh, yes, he does. I hate this guy. Please stay away from me. I don't need to see the cutscene, thank you. Wrong button! Deep breaths. Alright, got it. Kind of hard for him to stay away from you after you lured him into the hole with you. I didn't say it wasn't my fault. Link can carry this, or sorry, Goose can carry this no problem. But a big pig is too much. Alright, this should be the check. Yup, this is the room. Okay, I just need to add one box, I think. That looks about right. Damn. I don't like this room either. I don't. I really don't. Oh, great. It doesn't stay on the box, so we only have a limited numbers of tries. Alright, come on. I need this to be something. I need this to be something. Bait. It was bait. Yep. That's bait. Okay. Okay. So the only other thing I can think of is pirate ship game for treasure. But does that count as a mini game? I don't think so. I don't think so. Silence spoke volumes. I know how disappointed you must feel right now. It's not so bad, because it makes for good TV. Do all that bullshit and get bait. Fuck, man. It does feel like salt in the wound. Stock exotic flower in Sonari's shop. Let me see. Guess I could try that. All you need to do is put down, like, 2 flowers, and then you're done. I'm not sure about the pirate ship game. I'm not sure either, man, but I'm desperate. Holy shit, he's totally related to Zubora, because his name has Zoo in it. And they have the same color scheme. Who are we talking about? Does the Goose have an actual name in the Goose game? I don't think it does. The wing size is analog with how fast you're moving. Zunari. Oh, of course. Hey, buddy, what's your wingspan? My wingspan's analog. Amazing mount of that boat. Amazing. You did a great job. You did a great job! I still don't get it. There's a character in Majora's Mask with a similar name, and they both have a shop. I guess that's where the similarities end, really. Check it out. We can invade Tetra's privacy. They never explain who this is. Previous captain, maybe? They have white hats and a blue uniform. That's true. That is true. Oh, the guy who gives you the sail in the original game. Who runs the shop outside. Oh, he's the auction guy. Yeah. Okay, all right. We're gonna have to buy the bow from Beetle. That's it. Let me head over there. Let me head over there. Oh, pirate ship counts as a minigame. And so does stock exotic flower in Zunari's shop. It's also a short side quest, which I don't have clicked. So this couldn't have been a check anyway. The longer this goes on, the older and more sad T-Dog gets. It's true. Also, Phantom Ganon's sword in this game has Zubora's name on it, I think. The hell is that guy doing working for Ganon, making swords for Ganon? T-Dog during the first stream, I will beat this today! I said I might. I might beat it today. That's what I said. T-Doc, at the end of the first stream, I will beat it tomorrow. It will just be a two-parter. Yeah, Zubora's name is on Phantom Ganon's sword. Dude made swords for Phantom Ganon. I knew he couldn't be trusted. The second that he is like, oh, there was a little gold dust left over, but I disposed of it for you. I knew he was a money... only interested in money. Yeah. I always like it when they put connections between the games. It makes the world feel more large. Rockspire Island is the shape of the perfect turd. Large like your knowledge on geese. I'm giving you a not -5 for that. I never said I had knowledge of geese. I wouldn't live on Rockspire. It looks inhospitable.
Oh!
950, 900. I'd say we should go for the bow first and then the hook shot. But it's gonna be almost 2,000 rupees! And this isn't bombs. This is only progressive bomb bag. I already have the first one. I'm definitely gonna go for the bow. I think that opens up... Wait a minute. Yeah, bow opens up a lot more than hookshot would. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits here. We've got our work cut out for us. Next stream. I'm gonna see if Dragon Cake will be around for the Splinter Cell game tomorrow, and if they can't, I will try to finish this seed tomorrow. I asked? Oh, okay. Good. Then I'll just wait for a response. All she said is, which one? Wait, was that not Dragon Cake's suggestion to play that game? Or was that Juno's suggestion? No, I don't think so. Let me check the stream suggestion page. It was. Oh, okay.
This is but one of the many strange
Okay,
which
wait.
people
1 second. I closed Steam.
long ago.
I don't remember which Splinter Cell game it was. But I bought it and it's on my Steam. we will need the leaf before we can get the fire and ice arrows. I know that for a fact. Man, this seed is complicated. I think I got a rotten one. With all the great items being in the expensive shop. Why did I leave expensive items ticked? Why? Blacklist. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Blacklist. Wait a minute. Community post. 2 ways to fix Ubisoft's built-in 20 to 30 minute crash, plus multiplayer information. There's a built-in crash for this game. You have to set the launch options to offline. Okay. Alright. Okay, from the looks of things, Timmer, I don't think I am going to be able to do Splinter Cell tomorrow. I just realized I need to clean out my PC of files before I can install something like that. I didn't know the story had voice acting, though it's a silly mod, so it does make sense. Yeah. I guess they added it for extra effect. It's not like you need to worry about disk space or anything. Whew. Okay, alright. So, because I don't have enough space, I will continue this tomorrow. Also, I feel like if I left it for a full week, I would be frothing at the mouth. Like, waiting. Oh, I gotta get back to that seed. But for next weekend, next Friday, I'll try to have Splinter Cell ready to go. Other than that, thank you all for joining me again. It really looks like most people who watch my shit showed up for this one, so thanks. I appreciate it. I forgot to hit the button. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so thanks for coming. It was great fun, despite how rotten, like, left out over the entire winter. This seed was left out the whole winter. It fermented, and now it's pure alcohol. Which is, of course, why it costs 2,000 coins. Alright, that joke's a bit of a reach, but whatever. Thanks for coming. I already said that. Daily advice. Timmer always wants daily advice. If you see a goose approach you, you need to be ready to throw hands. But you should also hope that you don't have to. Stay safe out there. See you next time. Bye-bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.